everyone, welcome to day one of our exam study skills series. Now on this day one, today we are going to be talking about practical things that you can help your child through this exam season. Exam season can be very stressful and it can be a very daunting task because they only have to study and prepare for this exam. So we're going to be talking about the first thing: create a study timetable. A study timetable gives a child the necessary guidance to help them to be able to know what to study and when they should study and for how long they should study. Some children will tend to say, I want to study 5 days for the week for 1 hour. Some might say, I want to study 2 days for the week for 4 hours. Children are different. 4 days for the week for 2 hours. Some children are different. So this is why you have to work together with your child, and based on your schedule, then you would know how it is you want to study and what it is you want to study and on what day you want to study it. I always like to tell parents, and yesterday I talked about this in the introduction, studying is not doing homework. During this period of studying, you the parent and the child have to both come together to know, okay, my daughter, my son is studying this, and this is what they're going to be focusing on for the next hour or for the next hour and a half. However, time you want to set with your child, that is fine. You both have to come together to set a schedule based on your external life, school, based on your child's external life from school, the activities they have after school, but there must be time to study. Homework is for the child to understand, for the teacher to understand rather, that the child has understood what was taught. Studying, on the other hand, is for the child to know, okay, this is what I learned today, and if I ever have to do this in a test, I know I'm going to pass it because I understood what was taught. Cramming is not good, especially when you're dealing with exams like the SCE exam or the CXC exam happening in May and June. Cramming is not good. So when you have this study timetable, it helps your child to focus on the various subjects that they need to study on. That is number one. And most importantly, you have to create this timetable and follow it. It's one thing to have a timetable, and it's another thing to follow it. Many times you say, oh yes, my son, my daughter, she has a timetable, he has a timetable. But are they following it? Are you following up with your child to ensure that they are following their schedule of studying? During this period of time, exams can be very stressful. They can have a lot of anxiety during this period of time, thinking that they're so nervous, depressed, stressed out, frustrated because they don't know what to study and how to study it. But if they have a timetable, it makes it a lot easier for them to study and to stay focused. Number 2, it's important to go over work with your child. Even if you, the parent, may not be able to understand everything your child has been doing, it's very important to go over the work with them. Look through their books. Let your child see that, mommy or daddy has an interest in me. Not just sending me to lessons after school or during school. That is all good and nice. But it's important for you, the parent, to go through your child's books. Let your child see that you're paying a very important interest in knowing what they have to do. It's very important because revision counts. And if it is, you go through your child's books and you see your child hasn't fully understand something, and ask them questions. While you're going through, ask them questions. What about this? Did you understand this? How was this? How is this done? How is it supposed to be done? If it is, you realize your child is not grasping how it's supposed to be done or telling you exactly what is supposed to be done, you can talk to your child's teacher. Ask your child's teacher to go over the work with them once again. It's very important for your child to understand and to know that you, the parent, care enough to go over their books, go over their work. He doesn't have to understand everything, but the importance is for your child to see that you take that step, that patience. You have that patience to go over the work with them. And number 3, having a balanced diet. On day 2, we're going to be focusing a lot more on having a balanced diet. Having a balanced diet is really important. We are partnering with a health coach, and she is going to be sharing a lot more on having a balanced diet. Sometimes you give your children the wrong set of things to eat, and let's just face it. So we're going to be talking more about that tomorrow. Stick around for day 2. So just a quick recap of day 1, and these practical things can help your child have less anxiety during this season of exams, because we all know exams can be a daunting task. Your child can be stressed out and not telling you anything. They can be nervous and not telling you anything. They can be depressed and not telling you anything. And some children have a fear of writing an exam, especially if it's the SEA exam, a national exam, where whatever they do, however they do in this exam sets their future for the next 5 to 7 years of their life. So it's important for you to have conversations with your children. Stick around. This is all for day 1. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and see you tomorrow for day 2 on our exam study skills series. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.